At 7'4", 290 pounds, Mark Eaton is one of the most dominating forces in the National Basketball Association today. This giant Utah Jazz man has been named twice the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. And this season, he could surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading shot blocker. The record is 3,189. And on top of that, he is consistently one of the NBA's top rebounders. His accomplishments have been built not just on his commitment to the game, but his commitment to Christ. It was a decision he made when he was 16 at a youth retreat, and it changed his life.
A light bulb turned on or something. It was like, oh yeah, wow, that's really what I need to do. There was a new commitment. I mean, I just felt that much stronger about my relationship with Christ, and you know, knew that he was in charge and he was in control, and I just needed to give everything to him, and you know, every decision I needed to make and every change that occurred in my life, he needed to be part of those.
Sports, and basketball in particular, were something else.
I played basketball because I was big. I didn't really enjoy it that much, so I just kind of wrote it out. Being tall in high school was always kind of tough anyway, you know. People were, you know, always picking on you and stuff, and I was never really comfortable in high school. I mean, I had a few close friends, but I wasn't like the school jock by any means.
It was beyond anybody's wildest imagination that Mark Eaton would even play college basketball. Here was a 6'10" kid who wasn't all that coordinated. His coaches didn't even know what to do with a big guy, so therefore he sat on the bench. He played a total of 5 minutes his senior season. So after graduation, Mark went to trade school and became an auto mechanic. 2 years later, junior college coach Tom Lubin spotted Eaton working on cars in a California tire and auto store. After several months of prodding, Lubin convinced the big guy just to come in for a workout.
I basically just went out and worked out with him to get him off my back. And he took me out and he showed me just 4 or 5 little moves, the things that I do now still. A little hook shot across the key, a little turnaround bank shot, stuff you don't have to necessarily dribble the ball. And I'd found that in the layoff over the years since high school, my coordination improved a little bit, and it intrigued me.
Eaton went on to record 2 tremendously successful basketball seasons at Cypress Junior College, followed by 2 tremendously disappointing years at UCLA, where he rode the bench and got very little playing time.
I can't say I didn't totally not worry about it, because I was definitely, you know, concerned, but I knew that God would work out something, and the Jazz ended up sending Frank Layden out to see me play in a summer league in California. And he said, hey, if you're willing to make a commitment to us to come out early to camp and get on a weight program, he says, we'll make a commitment to you for the year. And so, bam, I ended up in Salt Lake City.
And there he has been for 10 NBA seasons, anchoring the best defense in the league. Mark Eaton, who looks up to find his own role model.
If Jesus Christ was a basketball player, what kind of basketball player would he be? And I'd have to say, well, he'd be out there busting his rear end, giving 120%, 48 minutes a night, 82 games a year, and standing his ground, you know. And I think, you know, a lot of people have a tendency to think, well, if you're a Christian, you always have to be passive and, you know, and turn the other cheek. And sure, there's certain instances when you need to do that, but I think more importantly, I think Christians are also strong people. If you constantly look to him for guidance and support and wisdom, he'll give it to you. And I think that, you know, he's done that for me. And I don't consider myself to be a great basketball player or a great person for that matter. I mean, I have a lot of faults like anyone else. But I think that I'm always trying to work on them and always trying to improve myself. And I think as long as you have that attitude of being humble about everything, that, you know, that's another sign that you know, God will continue to use you.
And in that lies the hope for the big 7'4" center for the Utah Jazz. Mark Eaton is seeking the will of Jesus Christ.
You know, I'm open. I mean, I just say, God, here I am. You know, just take me wherever you want to go, we'll go.
One last question. What does Jesus Christ mean to you?
He's everything. You know, I mean, he's the reason we're here, and he's the reason we're all going to go to heaven if we believe in him and have eternal life. And what else is there?